Hey guys, Miss Delito again. We're going to take a look at how we can now solve equations that involve like terms. So in a multi-step equation, it is easiest for us to simplify first before using inverse operations to solve the equation. So realistically, we simplify expressions because we want to make them easier to use. So why wouldn't we do the same with equations? So this means before we solve, we should combine any like terms. So we're going to use the same process of simplifying and combining like terms as we did when we simplified expressions. The only difference now is that when we go and take a look at our first equation, negative 5x plus 2 plus 4x minus 2x equals 50, we want to make sure that when we combine any like terms, that we are combining like terms that are on the same side of the equation. So just like when we solved those equations, we're going to put that lines around our equal sign. This is basically our wall saying that we can only combine things that are on this side of the equation. We can't combine them with what's on the other side. So if we take a look through, we're going to start by identifying our like terms. So we have negative 5x, positive 4x, and negative 2x. And again, because 2 does not have any other constants, this one will be a different color and on its own. And now that we've identified the like terms on the left side of the equation, we're going to go ahead and combine them to simplify. So negative 5x plus 4x would be negative x. Negative x minus 2x would be negative 3x. And then we have that plus 2 would be equal to 50. And now that we have simplified the equation and made it easier for us to work with, now we can actually go through and solve. And you can see that now that we've simplified this equation, this looks much more like the equations that we're used to working with. So now we can go ahead and solve like we normally would. So we'll go ahead and undo adding 2 by subtracting 2 on both sides of the equation. And our new equation will be negative 3x is equal to 48. And then we'll divide both sides by negative 3 to undo multiplying negative 3 times x. And we're left with x is equal to negative 16. So now essentially what we've done is we've simply combined our skills for combining like terms with our skills for solving equations. Let's take a look at one more example. And in this case, you can see if we draw our lines around the equal sign that all of the terms that we will want to combine are now on the right side of the equal sign. So we're going to highlight our like terms to begin. So we have negative 4a and positive a. And then we have our constants, positive 1 and negative 5. And we'll start by simplifying. We know negative 19 is going to stay over here on the left side. And negative 4 plus a is negative 3a. And positive 1 minus 5 would be negative 4 or minus 4. And now that we've simplified our equation, we can go through our process of solving. So I'm going to start by undoing subtracting 4 by adding 4 on both sides of that equation. And my new equation is negative 15 is equal to negative 3a. And we're going to undo dividing by negative 3 on both sides. And we're left with 5 is equal to a. So again, as you can see, we've combined our skills from combining like terms and solving equations, and we've now solved a multi-step equation involving like terms.